tell me at the time when you wrote the songs, was it like everybody was jamming and was putting a little bit of himself in the songs, or?
No, it's interesting. When I write a song or a piece of music comes through, it almost has a lifespan of 3 to 4 weeks, and I got it. I know that there's a reason why I need to be alone. There's like a process I have to go through, and part of that process is actually capturing or making a demo of the song onto some kind of tape with the entire picture, because over that 3 to 4 week time, you know, I'll begin to get the whole picture, and I will hear the bass part, I will hear the drum part, I will hear arrangements, I will hear the harmonies, I can hear exactly where the song wants to go. As many times it seems that you're the only hope in sight, is it mine? And I have to get it down myself on something, on a tape, before I take it to the band. Because if I take it to the band too soon, then I won't get the picture. It'll be confused. I'll forget what I was hearing. So always the songs really didn't come from jams with the band. They were songs that I wrote when I was alone, and then they would come to me over a 2, 3, 4 week time period.
How you started to write The Awakening?
The Awakening. Well, again, it's. I think why I like the 12-string is the 12 strings have a real drony quality. They're very almost, it has an Eastern kind of. And it's always been much more than 6 strings. It's been an instrument that's just been able to take me. So, I mean, I'll just be doodling. I'll start playing something like this. And then I'll just, it's not like I'll hear the melody, but it'll just come to me. I just start hearing the whole picture. By the time you wake and forgive yourself your mistakes, is the time it takes to rewrite your story. It's a brand new day, and the grace is flowing your way. As your heart breaks free, you rewrite your story. All you know, all must go for the awakening. For you are awakening.
Bravo. Tell me about this song, The Awakening.
The Awakening. Well, it's really about rewriting your story. I mean, I think we go through a lot in life. In a way, we often live many lives within one life, and for me, rewriting your story is very much about letting go of the past, releasing the past, forgiving yourself for the past, forgiving others for the past, and that's the way you become free. Really, it's just by letting it all go. I think Supertramp, that era of Supertramp that I was involved with, I was very instrumental in what we achieved. In obviously in the writing. I mean, so many of the songs were mine, and a lot of the songs that that were successful of mine, but there was a spirit and a passion and a drive. I mean, I had been brought up with the Beatles, and I saw how they had affected me, and they changed my life. And so I kind of took that as my, they were like my mentors in a way, and I took that into Supertramp, and I really wanted Supertramp to leave something to the world, or give something to the world. So it was a very strong passion within me.
You had an anthology album that came out, Retrospectacle?
Retrospectacle, yeah.
32 tracks. How many tracks did you write on 32 tracks?
Yes, well, it was Retrospectacle was a retrospective of an anthology of, I guess, 32 years that Supertramp has been in existence in one way or t'other, including the 14 years that I was with the band, and then whatever it is, the 23 years after I left the band, or since I left the band. And of the songs that were picked, yes, I was involved, I was part of, or on the recording of 27 of them, and then had some kind of involvement of four of the others too.
The songs on Breakfast on America were written before you were in Supertramp.
Some of them were written, yeah. Breakfast in America, for example, was written before I even met Rick, I believe, and we formed Supertramp. It's interesting. I mean, people think of them as Supertramp songs, but they're really not. I mean, I play them today, and they've always been my songs. I happen to record them with Supertramp, but and some I didn't record with Supertramp, but I remember the day they were born, and they came through me, and I wrote them, and that's the relationship I have with them. I mean, I'm happier than I've ever been today, and I think that's largely because I made that, at the time, pretty courageous decision to leave a band when at the height of its success, and follow my heart, and do what my heart was telling me, which was, okay, that's complete now, you know, it's time to be with your children and learn how to be a parent. And now that phase is over, and now I'm back, you know, focusing more on music and doing that again. But in a very different place, and in a very healthier place because of everything I've been through. And I know these songs are, were my songs before Supertramp, during Supertramp, after Supertramp, and when I go on stage. I mean, Supertramp was a wonderful era of my life, but it's past now. And, but my songs haven't passed. My songs are as alive for me today as the day I wrote them. And so that's continued. So I don't feel like, even though the audience are thinking Supertramp, because that's the filter in a way that the songs came through to them, for me, I'm playing my songs to them. And I think that they feel that in the show. They can. That's why actually I love doing solo shows, is because it's back to the essence of the song. It's not even the arrangement that we put around the song. It's the song as I wrote it, but done in a very done with by who I am now, and they sound different because of all the changes I've been through and who I am now also.
I'm going to give you like titles of songs, and you're going to tell me what it makes you think of. Maybe an anecdote, or maybe something that happened, or your kids, or, you know, a trip, something. Okay? Dreamer.
Dreamer. I remember making the demo of Dreamer. It was in my mother's house in this very cold back room of our house, and I remember setting up, and I had this funky old 2-track tape recorder, and I made this very magical demo, banging cardboard boxes and light shades and tin cans, and just making all kinds of noises with this Wurlitzer piano. And I literally made this demo, I think in 1 day or 2 days maybe, and I forget, 5 years later maybe, when Rick and I had joined up and we were making Crime of the Century, and we were trying to record Dreamer, we couldn't recreate the magic that I had captured on this demo. And so what we actually ended up doing is we put the demo on 2 tracks of the multi-track, and we ended up just trying to duplicate everything on this demo. So we played along with it, and played along to it, I should say. And that way we somewhat captured a lot of what I captured in very rough form on this demo. And so that's why Dreamer has such a unique character. I mean, there's a lot of sounds on, there's boxes, cardboard boxes, and all kinds of sounds, mouth noises, all kinds of sounds on that.
Logical song.
Logical song. It's funny, I often, for many years, I complained about being sent away to boarding school, but I have to say that it spawned a lot of great songs, and Logical Song was one of them. When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful. I mean, I do remember being very, very happy as a young kid, very happy, and I see 8mm movies of me, and I was just a joy bubble. I was very happy, and then I see later 8mm movies after they've sent me to school, and I've got stress on my life, and I've got stress lines on my face already. And so something happened when I got sent away to school. I started getting confused, and the joy kind of started leaving me. But so the song, is very much, when I was young, they sent me away to teach me how to be sensible. And and they left me with the question, please tell me who I am. I want to go back, I want to remember that joy-filled being that came into this world.
Take the Long Way Home.
Take the Long Way Home. That is a song I remember writing. Take the Long Way Home is a fun lyric because it's a real multi-level lyric. I mean, for me, Take the Long Way Home is take the long way home to who we truly are. Take the long way home to our heart, to finding ourselves again. But it's intermingled with all kinds of other stuff. Your wife thinking you're part of the furniture, and life's crazy, but take the long way home. And we do. I mean, we do get caught up in so many trips in life. And but ultimately, I believe why we're here is to try and find our true home, which is our true self, and getting back in touch with our heart and our soul. And so that is a song that really talks about the journey of life.
Lord, Is It Mine?
Lord, Is It Mine is just one of many songs that I've sung to God as I know Him, her. That place in my heart that I just feel very much at home and at peace. I don't know, I love that song. Almost of all my songs, I love singing that almost the most. It's a very comforting song. It just takes me into a deep place very, very easily. And
Would it be your favorite?
It's definitely one of my favorites, yeah.
You've toured all over the world. Is there one song that always gets the people? Like, the public is very different from one town to another, but one song that you see, that that it's going to get to people.
Well, the great thing about my show is I have such a collection of songs now to pull from, and there are so many that people like. If I had to choose one song, I have to say the song, it's Give a Little Bit. There's something about that song, the moment I start playing it, I can see people's faces just light up. And it's almost like they want to put their arms around each other. It really just does bring out the heart in people. And I think in concerts, I mean, people want to be taken somewhere. I mean, they come from stressed out work or wherever they've come from, and they drive all that distance to go to a show to be given something. And to me, Give a Little Bit gives them something, maybe more than, or maybe it's a culmination of all the songs, but then finishing with that one just opens them right up, and it's just the perfect song to go home with.
I'll give a little bit, I'll give a little bit of my love to you. There's so much that we need to share. So send a smile and show that you care.